Hey everyone,
Hi.
we are live and welcome to Own Your Story episode 10 with Frankie. I have Frankie here today.
Hi, everyone.
So Frankie is an award-winning business consultant. And today we are going to talk about his life, and the main thing that got me interested in his story is because he went to a 10 days Vipassana meditation course.
Thanks for having me today.
All right, so let's talk about award-winning and that as an award-winning business consultant, and you talk about like you're good in creativity, business innovation, and coming up with ideas, and you also wins like award from CEOs of like Domino Pizza, MasterCard, and News Corp in Melbourne. Yeah, so that was quite an amazing life, I would say.
Thank you.
And so what got you from here as a very, I would say successful, like a little bit of success. It's like, business consultant to meditation. So what got you from here to here?
That's interesting.
Yeah. Come closer.
Okay, sure. Hold here? Like here?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, sure. Just facing you. So,
yeah.
I was in a moment in my life that I was able to achieve a lot of things that I really wanted to, but at the same time I was struggling to get past it sometimes. For example, I realized I have a lot of fear in my life from not doing things that's really bothering me.
Yeah.
And it takes me a long time to get through it. For example, I didn't start with all this innovation or projects completion, even though I know deep down that I actually want it or love it. Like I was afraid for 2 years.
Right.
I was at university. I didn't join my first ever competition. Those 2 years I was just looking at it. I know that it exists. I was like, nah.
Yeah, you told me that it's like you have been delaying, right? You wanted to join, but you never joined anything until the last 2 months of your university life.
Yes.
Before you graduate.
And the reason was because there was a deadline.
Yeah.
And 8 a.m. they extended it, and that's the reason why I joined. And that comes with the same award-winning thing.
Yeah.
I was not doing anything in my life to chase after it because I was so afraid to go to any of the project or competition when I realized that that requires a knowledge of artificial intelligence, IoT, big data. I have no knowledge of it yet.
All right.
I also sees myself as I'm not a technical person, and all these things requires knowledge about API and how do you apply it.
Yeah.
So I was not going through it. But I was able to, it takes me a long time to actually go from the courage to actually just go and actually meet people at events, form a team, actually solve business challenges for these big companies. And if I knew meditation long ago, as I realize now, I'll be able to be more in the present, open my feel, and actually do more things.
All right. So previously what happened was that I remember I asked you like what's the hardest part about winning a competition, and you told me that it's after winning.
Yes.
So it's the fear that hinders you from going further beyond the moment that you win.
Yeah, I think two fear. The fear of starting and the fear of afterwards.
Yeah, fear of success.
Yes. If I win, what do I do afterwards?
Right.
How do I was afraid about bringing it forward.
And
it's like because I have that fear of not good enough.
All right.
Every single time.
Yeah, so basically what happened was that Frankie wins a lot of competition. He has a lot of contacts with like CEOs and the executives of big companies, and you have ideas for them. Their door is open for you, but you never you never take the step to enter the world, right? Like to just knock on the door and say, hey, what's next?
No, I always have ideas. I was always able to look through things and like, this is very interesting. Why not this company actually do it? There's a big opportunity there.
Yeah.
I always had that things inside my mind, but yeah, that's true. There's a lot of things that's blocking me. That's resistant. I just don't know what this is.
All right.
And that's how I was sharing my problem with some friends, and then they introduced me about meditation.
I see.
But I was like, I didn't care about it.
Yeah. So this year, you just joined a 10 days Vipassana meditation. It's a silent meditation. Just a few weeks back. So what's the trigger point? Like the main trigger point? Why now?
Yeah. The situation was I was in, even though I was having a lot of things in my life. I was able to win an award from Domino CEO, I get a lot of things, but I always had a feeling of not good enough until at the point that I just couldn't get myself to do any single things, even the little things. I was
a lot of resistance.
More than that is also that anxiety and fear. I'll be like, one little things, it can lead to a lot of thoughts that's like too mind-blowing, and I just couldn't get myself to
so everything just, all the fear happened in your head, and when the thing is just so small in front of you, you couldn't just switch it and then reach out for it.
Yeah, even do little things, like for example, I couldn't just, even though like there's people that's reaching out with really good opportunities. Yeah,
you told me that. Yeah, he get emails like to do a lot of like business consulting and then big companies, but you never pursue that.
I just didn't reply them.
Yeah.
I was
okay.
I was very angry with myself as well. I was like, why are you just rejecting people's and this is actually the things that you want to do?
Yeah. So it's creating it's hindering you from success or reaching out to the next level.
I feel like I have a big blocks in front of me, and I couldn't pass through it.
All right.
I have no idea why, and I was like stuck in my life, in the sense that it's just like a big block that's just currently.
Yeah. So because of that, you join it's the reason is big enough for you to went into this very extreme, I would say it's quite brutal, 10 days without words, you can't talk, and then you just meditate, be with yourself. Yeah, so
it's a 14-hour thing. Yes.
Yeah, and every day was 14 hours, more than half a day of meditation every single day for 10 days, and then no talking at all. How do you get through that? And any most memorable or the hardest moment, the most joyous moment?
It was tough because being with yourself and having the meditation is like conversation with something that's deep inside. And going that moment, I just couldn't sit still for 1 hour. I just couldn't sit still for 15 minutes. I was having all the pains in my body.
Yeah, especially when you don't really meditate before and then you go straight into 14 hours a day. That was tough.
It was tough. Yeah. It was tough. My whole mind was thinking that all my problems, and then I was like, okay, I just have to quit. And that voice kept coming out to my mind until second day of the whole 10 days. I was like, okay, that's it. I just have to go. And I don't want to stay anymore. Seriously. Even though I spent, I think 4 hours, it's a I spent 4 hours driving to there and actually go to that meditation. But
you want to live?
I just want to leave because it's so painful to actually see.
Physically and internally?
Both. Emotionally. And I think physically was fine. It was painful. I couldn't say it, but it was fine. But it was emotionally and more of the thoughts that comes out. Things like, okay, I'm not good enough. I will never be able to meditate. Something simple, but I couldn't get myself to sit still, even though it's harder and harder.
Yeah. So second day, what happened?
I was able to speak to the teacher. I was lucky. I was able to speak with teachers, and throughout the conversation, he told me that this is normal. This is actually the part of cleansing that started.
Right.
There's a lot of rubbish that's deep inside us.
Right.
And the way we usually do to counter it is using Facebook, Instagram, and so on, to just having that pleasant for a while, but afterwards the more rubbish is stuck inside. Right now it's just coming
yeah.
out.
So I would say that normally the way we deal with all this fear and negative thoughts is like we bury it underneath, and then we spend our time on Facebook. It's like we get ourselves busy in that way, occupied. Yeah, so what you do there is actually when you are with yourself and nothing else, all of the things that is buried come up.
Yes. And
you flooded with the painful thoughts.
It's like all this silence and have no way to escape.
Yeah, no way to escape. Like that. That's a good way to describe it.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So how do you like strangle with your fear?
My usual thought was I just have to confront. Like the usual thought was like I have to fight it. I was like I want to have to toughen up and actually just get it. But that conversation of the teacher, I realized that I just have to acknowledge that it's usually there.
Right.
It's there, but you just have to stay with it and be okay with it and go back to your breath.
Focus in your breath.
That comes back to that present moment of the breath. And I was like, it's a skill. I think it's a skill that I've not learned before in my life.
Right.
That, being the present also is something that got me through it. I think from 1 minute to 5 minutes to the fourth day I did 1 hour completely. I felt like my whole body was really light.
Yeah.
Alive and so much energy afterwards. That was a realization that actually that being the present and do a small little things afterwards can help you to get through it.
All right.
One step at a time. Yeah.
Okay.
That was the second day struggle, and the 6th day struggle was even harder.
All right. So 6 days you have another very tough struggle.
Yeah, we learned a new method as well.
All right.
It's like the whole body scan. You actually move from the breath on the 2nd day, but the 6th day is from the tip of the toe to the leg. And I was realizing I was trying to not just escaping, but having doubts.
Right. What do you doubt?
Doubt of the teacher, about myself, about every single thing. I was like, this is tough. And then I have to, because I was strategizing and I was trying to find ways to do things better. I know Frankie is a very logical, you have a very logical mind, and then you will plan everything. Just now what we planned about what to talk. Yeah. Yes. So I did that on meditation as well. I was like, okay, this is the strategy you should do, and this is how you should plan it.
Right.
Again, I was really grateful to have a teacher there, and they actually fly teacher from Germany.
Wow. Okay.
And actually get us to have a one-on-one conversation, and such a realization is that I was trying to find, because I was trying to escape by finding like a shortcut or easier way to get out of it. Like, maybe to use this strategy and this thing I've learned, but really, it's the inner effort, that effort to realize that the hard things is there, and a lot of things is really simple.
Yeah, in effort.
Yeah, inner effort. It's like
they say that you don't do anything. It's like in effort is the effort.
In the effort, what do you mean? Like
meaning like when you create effort, right? It's a resistance. It's an opposing force.
Yes, that's true.
Anyway, like go on with your teachers.
Yeah, so I was like, even though my leg was numb, it feels so painful. My whole body was aching, and so, but it's okay. I was having a little more effort on here,
right,
and going back to the leg, and just going again and again, and just focus on my thoughts on the present, and having a present on the little things. So it helps me to realize that all this is okay, and I was able to make it more consistent for the whole 1 hour. I was able to just make it.
Right.
I felt that's such an important life skills I could have applied back to my life.
Yeah, to be still, to be with yourself, deal with your thoughts, and accept your thoughts, accept yourself. That thing.
for the
being
end.
present.
Even though I've
Yeah.
been presenting to, go back to how meditation helps me. Even though I've been presenting to a lot of people, like I was in Toastmaster, I was awarded as a competent communicator. I was present to the mail CEO, like a lot of big companies and all this. But I have so much fear. I was always thinking about myself, about how bad I would become.
Self-conscious, basically.
Yeah, that's right. But if I learn about this much earlier, I'll be much more
aware.
Yeah, aware of, okay, that's actually fear. But it's okay. I'm here right now. I'm having a conversation with you. I'm here right now. I'm having a public speaking, and it's okay. You just speak towards it.
All right.
So
So how does meditation change you after that? Is there any small change, big change?
Interesting. I think I don't find there's a very big transformation that after that my whole life will change and like that. But I realized a lot of my anxiety and fear and anger was kind of like removed from me, in the sense when I was, for example, speaking with my mom. Every time I would have anger towards her, which I'm not sure why, because she loved me a lot and I can feel that. But I just have that anger. Right now I was able to recognize it and just be with the conversation, and we have like 2 hours talk. That has never happened, because every sentence was anger in the past.
Right
now it's changed. And when I usually stress, I'll go towards things that I can escape, such as McDonald's. I'll eat a lot just to get through it, or I'll just Facebooking and so on. But I was able to, it's all right, and just go back to my words. It's just typing. So I really, really grateful that little things.
So you have more control in your thoughts, in a sense that you're more aware, and then when you're aware, you have more control.
Yes, because usually I was just do the action. I would just go to McDonald's. I would just do it without really realizing that, there's...
I would call it mindfulness. You're more mindful of the action that you take.
Yes, I can catch that. I was actually stressed. And that stress actually makes me want to go to McDonald's.
I think that's a very good analogy. You catch the thoughts before you act on it. You catch it. Like there's a filter now. Instead of just everything that comes, you just do.
Yes, I feel meditation is the one that helps me to increase that
awareness. All right.
Before just jump into action. It's like very imbalanced. It used to be this. Right now it's this. So and I felt that 10 days really helps me to build not just knowing about meditation, but the skills to act on it, and having the confidence to do it every day.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you meditate every day now?
Right now, I think here's a interesting case. I was able to do it like half hour, 1 hour the first day. Then after that, it goes down to a half hour, and then 15 minutes after that, like nothing, and then after that goes. So I was like, damn, okay. But I was able to do so much in the past, but it struggled. So I actually have to. I think it's the thing that you have to remind back yourself that, little things. Also, I was just telling myself, just do it for 5 minutes. I was doing it for 5 minutes. I was able to go back out 15 minutes, half hour, and then I constantly do it for 15 minutes every day.
All right.
Because of that.
Yeah.
That
I think that's good enough. Like it can be better, but it's a good start.
It's a good start. Yeah. It's a good habit to develop. I have never able to do it without time there.
All right. So besides that, awareness first thing, and besides that, any learning. In what sense?
After the meditation.
Yeah.
Interesting. I think it's about what I just mentioned about the struggle that I face in meditation and apply it back to my life. Like, I'll be less about thinking about here's the strategy, here's learning and all those things. But I was like, I'll just act on it. I'll be okay with that fear. It's like how sitting still and how you just be yourself and actually just do that small little things. For example, if I'm afraid of public speaking, the simple things I can do is just raise up my hand. It's like, okay, I just want to go Proposal Suite. And then I was like, hey, why do I actually raise up my hand? But I know that it brings me a bit more courage and hope that it will be okay and be myself in the present. So afterwards, I was able to send a proposal to
Great. Action.
Yes, I was able to do action. I'd be like, okay, a lot of things come into my mind, but I was like, this is like the 10 words I have to write, and just go towards that. Okay, then it comes back to like 1 minute or 5 minutes, and let's move on. I just send it, and afterwards, sometimes there's reply, sometimes there's no, but I was doing more action that I've not been able to do in the past. I think that small little change matters. So also realize it's hard work. It's a hard work. Again, simple things, but it's not easy. It's I have to do it continuously, but having that 5 minutes thought in my mind that I'm able to do it 15 minutes is how I learned from you. Is that the cushion that helps.
Oh yeah, small little thing, your control environment.
Yeah, there's that cushion that prevents me to go down from the hill of, okay, I'll just feel and not doing anything. So yeah, I'm grateful for that. So I do encourage more people to go for Vipassana.
All right.
Because it has been such a good learning experience, and I'm not sure people realize this, but they have a very good business model.
Yeah, business model. Yeah. Okay, like tell us about the business model.
In the sense that you know how usually you go to meditation or all these courses, you have to pay a large sum of money.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't say all a large sum, but
usually, yes.
yeah, usually we have to pay some money to cover like the cost of the instructor, the food, the accommodation.
Yes, but right now, the whole way they organize is that they say really simple. You actually only be able to pay after the 10 days of meditation.
Right.
If it helps you to win in life, it's like create a bigger pie. Then you can donate that back. So
it doesn't have to be right after the meditation course.
It doesn't have to be. It's the same, but it's not before you join meditation.
Yeah.
But it's like after the 10 days.
Right.
You can pay anytime you want, and you can pay it. So I find is that if it doesn't help you to transform your life, then if you go bankrupt.
Right.
Because it costs so much to actually provide a very good environment, which is forest and 5-star food, I would also say, and very good teacher. But they're able to do it with sense that it helps people to progress their life. And afterwards, when we win, then we can give back towards that. So yeah, it was very fascinating with the whole
business model.
Yes. Yeah. Because they're able to expand it to 40 plus countries, and in Malaysia they have like 4 or 5 centers right now.
Yeah, and then because I did a bit of research on like all this spirituality last year, because I need to do a business proposal for a client, and it's like in the world, right, most of the top CEOs, like the top entrepreneurs, like Ray Dalio, Oprah Winfrey, Tony Robbins, all of them practice some sort of meditation. And Ray Dalio is actually the advocate of transcendental meditation, TM. So yeah, it's like it's proven already. Like meditation is kind of like I would say it's a skill. It's not a must, but it's a very valuable skill we can acquire, and it's about unlocking the potential we have in us. To me, it is that way. It's to expand the space in us so that we can be more aligned, be more creative, and then when we are at peace with ourselves, we can create better things, higher quality contents.
I totally agree, and I felt like, damn, why have not I learned it much earlier in my childhood and my life? Yeah, because it helps to control myself, to have less of the what do you call it, that the whole resistance and align from my mind and my body and spirit, and actually do something I want. Right now I'm doing much more exercise little things that's hard, like
Yeah.
jogging, so on. I want to do it, but I struggle to do it. So so I'm really grateful that I had that chance to just do it much more natural without that big resistance and that large anxiety and thoughts of just jogging, right? Yeah. So it for me is a little step towards more alignment to my inner self. And yeah, I would recommend more people to actually give it a try.
All right.
And check it out.
Okay, cool. I think we are going to end this conversation. And do you have any one last message from this whole meditation, from your winning fear meditation, and then dealing with your self-doubt? What's one message that you want to leave to everyone?
I think a lot of things in life is very simple. It's just hard. It's simple but not easy, and really is to live with the present, accept the difficulties, and just get the small little step started and move. It's like iteration from recognize the difficulties and get one step at a time and just do it one step at a time. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Great. Beautiful. So guys, one step at a time, and you will just taking one step, you are able to achieve big things. So you might think meditation is a hard thing to do. A lot of people think it's hard. It's about clearing your mind, but it's not. It's about focusing on our breath, and within the breath is where life is. Because the moment we stop breathing, our life is no more. Yeah, that's a very profound thing I learned in meditation. It's the moment you stop breathing, there's no life. So yeah, focus in your breath, focus in one small thing, and then achieve big things. So thank you, Frankie. Thank you for having a conversation with us.
Yep.
And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Thank you.